The markets sold off really hard on Friday. And if you're like me, you're seeing on the Twitter sphere all the prognosticators, all the forecasters, all the noise. It's amazing to me. When the markets go up and up and up, not so noisy. The markets get one day sell off, and everyone has an opinion. It was this, it was that. Nobody could have seen it. Nobody at all. It's all nonsense. It is. I hear the crypto bros. It's leverage. Leverage is bad. That's what did it. Folks, that's nonsense too. When you jump out a window of a building, it isn't the height that kills you. It's the behavior. Not a good idea to jump out of a window of a building. It isn't the speed at which you're driving. If you're driving at 60 or 100, it's the reckless behavior that gets you in an accident that can hurt you. Leverage is a tool. When used in proportion, just like anything else, it can be helpful. Abuse it, be reckless, it can hurt. And I hope you haven't been hurt. But if you have, I hope you will learn from it. We trade these markets day in and day out. And in a moment, I'm going to play for you not a message from where we are today, although we've posted some of that, but a message that we sent to our members and posted for our members as we do every night of the week on October 9th, the day before. And you're going to get a chance to hear it. That is, if you take the time to listen, and then if you take action. But ask yourself as you listen to this message, could it have saved you just $1,200? Or if you had a little bit of trading skill, could it have made you $1,200? Why $1,200? A monthly subscription to Stock Market Caddy to get a video interpretation of our algos every night, Sunday through Thursday, all year long, is $100 a month. That's what it is. Of course, if you want to learn how we use these algos and have them on your desktop, the very same algos that we have, so that you can trade your own game intraday or intra-evening, you can do so. Now, before I play this video, I want to explain something to you. There is an algo that is painting the perimeter of this video either green, in the date green, or red, or yellow. It doesn't necessarily mean that the very next day is going to be up or down. It isn't that. It is an algo that is helping us to stay in sync or in posture with the market. Now, on October 9th, and you'll hear us explain this, it does happen to be green. But let me scroll back, because the algo was doing something this past week that was very unusual. We showed everybody this. I'm going to go back to October 1. It was green. October 2, it was green. Then October 5th, it was yellow. That was a caution. And then it flipped back green. But it was cautioning, and we cautioned our members. Aggressive traders, experienced traders, may have begun then to do what? Raise cash, tighten up their trades, get the right options on, start taking some profits, because on the 7th, we got another sell signal. And then on the 8th, it flipped back caution, and that was unusual. In all the years we're doing this, we don't usually see that type of abrupt changes. Not really abrupt, but subtle changes, but not usually that quickly. So on the 9th, when it went all green, we had a very specific message, and I'm going to let you listen to that message. But again, ask yourself, especially if you get hurt, or if you're wondering what is going on, do you want to learn to trade the markets? Do you want to finally learn and take control over this part of your life? Or do you want to be dependent on the media to tell you what's going on? Or the internet? Because you see, folks, although we guide you with these videos and interpret the algos for you over time, but you can have these tools on your desktop so that you can make these decisions as well. So let me go ahead and let you listen. And again, ask yourself, could this have saved me some money? Hey everyone, it's Don. It is October 9th at about midnight. And how do I close that? I just disappeared. And market has been persistent, to say the least. And unfortunately, last night we were on a caution flag. And today, Nicholas does in fact trigger long on all four markets and a short on a VIX. So tonight's date will be green. The video will be shrouded in green. Now we still think we're oscillating up here at the highs. Well, we're definitely oscillating. A little unusual for Nicholas to be, kind of flipping forth and back and forth. Please understand, for new members, Nicholas does not necessarily get the very next day right. It's a little bit longer term than that. I don't like questioning that. I still think that we're kind of rounding over, and we're going to go through all our other algos, but I can't tell you how many times when I thought, like, hey, this market, is topped out, Nicholas goes long and stays long for weeks and months on end. So we want to be mindful of it, but you always want to be disciplined, patient, and proportional, and not putting everything on any singular trade. I can't emphasize that enough. Let's look at the VIX itself, and we continue to see the VIX building 30 days to 6 months out, and there is some percolation here that's noteworthy. And in the future, it's just a little hint of trouble, but that hasn't manifested yet. When it happens, it will be abrupt. Skew still at 145. And you can see this kind of like this, just rounding. We're just not, we're not advancing, but we're not breaking down either. Yield curve still positive. Sentiment. Let's go here and take a peek. We have the VIX at 40. We have the ES at 80. My interpretation of that is the markets are still way ahead of themselves. So we have divergence here. If the VIX goes lower, then yep, the market can go higher. But if the VIX starts to move up and it's inching up, these markets will come in. What is really, I think, telling a story that is being missed is this strong dollar. Dollar is pushing into euphoria, and the market isn't reacting. I think that's a deflationary effect. So I do think it's going to take its toll on the metals, and I do think it's going to take its toll on the markets. In fact, there may be some very, very big money hedging these long positions and or coming out and getting long the American dollar. So I think it's a tell. We'll see if it does in fact play out that way, but be aware. Energy pretty much in the middle, bonds in the middle, crypto, I think it's topping out up here again, and then the so-called softs and live cattle just pushing up there. Okay, folks, that was just an example, and that was from the 9th. And of course, we went on. We'll spare you that. And of course, we have our machinery on the markets 24/7, all the time, in Swing Machine. And if you go to YouTube and look at our live session that we were doing on YouTube, it was delayed because of YouTube, you'll see the selling come right in, and you will see us react, and you'll see the machines react. The question is, will you react? Will you be proactive so that you'll be ready the next time, and the time after that, and the time after that? We can share our experience. We can share our tools. We can teach you how we go about trading the markets. The confidence comes from you. I can't give that to you. but we're ready when you're ready to get started. We wish you the best. Have a great weekend, everyone.